Hi there. I got a couple of updates lined up next couple of weeks. Um, a Google Finds video, a 7-inch collection update for my indie punk, post punk, whatever strange music that's out there in that box. I will do an update for that. And right now, it's an update of new records. I got 8 records. Not all of them are new. Some of them are from Discogs, but yeah, they're pretty new and they're more pricey than the ones that you buy at Goodwill, and better maybe. Anyway, there's 8 records here. I'm gonna show them and hope you enjoy them. Starting off with a website I discovered through this Facebook group, a Dutch Facebook group about record collecting, and they mentioned this website called jpc.de, and didn't go look for it straight away, but then I came on that site somehow, and I was looking and I saw 2 records that I really wanted, and I ordered it, and shipping was insanely cheap, so that's a good thing. Great service, great packaging, and they arrived at my door unharmed, so that's good. First record I picked up there is Beck's Modern Guild from 2008. This one produced by Danger Mouse and by Beck. It features the song Gamma Ray, which was, I think, a small hit. This one was released before his last album, Morning Phase, and it's a mixture of the more folky, laid-back Morning Phase type tracks and the more crazier experimental stuff that he does. It comes with this lyric insert, and I don't think a download code, or could be, but doesn't matter. It's on black vinyl, and it's a great album. And I was amazed that it was still readily available, because most of his stuff is pretty obscure and out of print. So, Beck, Modern Guild. I also picked up this record that I've seen that it was re-released last year, but I saw that it was a box set and it was pretty expensive. But apparently they also released a single LP version of this record. This is Super Furry Animals, and I'm gonna try to pronounce it. It's Welsh, but Mwang, probably. It's a complete Welsh language record. Super Furry Animal are from Wales, but yeah, they did some Welsh songs, but never a full album, I believe, or after this also never a full album. Comes with a download code and this printed inner sleeve with the lyrics in Welsh. It's got pretty cool labels. There's a sheep with a pipe there, and there's a sheep's skeleton with a pipe there. Great album. If you don't know the Super Furry Animals, go check them out, because they're a great Britpop group. Probably at the moment my favorite. I mean, I like a lot of Britpop, but these guys, they're melodic, they're kooky, they're odd. It's just a great mixture of everything. Great harmonies, great vocals. So yeah, this one is still available. So if you don't have this one and you love the Super Furry Animals, pick it up, because it's worth picking up. The next 2 records are records that I pre-ordered. I knew these were coming, so I had to have them. First up, it's the new Animal Collective, Painting With. I ordered the normal version, apparently, I didn't know, and when I came to the store, I saw that the limited edition was also still on the shelf, so I grabbed that one instead. That one came with the slip mat, which is a pretty cool slip mat. As you can see, there's a little character there, and he's running around, and there's water drips around and water here. It's a nice thing. I've seen it in action on YouTube. Can't focus my eye when I put it on my turntable, but that's a nice added bonus. This is the inner sleeve, and nice watercolored, and this side is something else, labels. This album by the Animal Collective, a experimental electronic pop group, I would say, from I think New York, could be wrong. This is a little more poppy, a little more catchy, a little more straightforward, but it still has the amazing oddness that Animal Collective can be, especially the Floridada song. I love that song. It's just amazing. The other album I pre-ordered is even weirder. This is the new Matt Moss album called Ultimate Care 2. It's on Trill Jockey, and it's a concept album. Matt Moss, they're a experimental electronic glitch duo, and this time they took the washing machine as their inspiration. They sampled the craziest stuff. Like I said, this time the washing machine. It's a beautiful, beautiful colored vinyl. Sort of white, foamy blue. I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's smoky. It's beautiful. The album is strange, to say the least. Like I said, they sampled a washing machine and recreated it musically into the cycle of a washing machine. So from start to finish, you hear the washing machine cycle, and it's odd. It's got rhythm, it's got darkness, it's got just beautiful sounds and high, hard-hitting sounds. If you love experimental electronic music, do check out Matt Moss's new album, which is one of the better ones. The next three records are records that I picked up from Discogs. I was browsing for a record whose band I know are going to release a new album this year, and it got me sort of interested in looking at what I have from them in my collection. I missed this record, so ordered it, and at the same time I tried to order two more records by another band, which I'm going to show later, and that got a little mixed up, but it worked out in the end. The album I'm talking about is Holy Fuck, with the album title LP. I had it on CD, it was still called LP, but now I have the vinyl version. They're a Canadian sort of instrumental electronic rock band that sounds like krautrock could sound now. Very, very krautrocky, and yeah, I think amazing. Comes with this cardboard insert, and it's in excellent shape. That's the album. From 2007. Their new one is coming out this year, I think in April maybe. And I want that one as well, but this is the first one that got released on vinyl. They did an album before this that was only CD, but this is just a killer album. If you love electronic music, sort of a krautrock vibe to it, check out Holy Fuck. They're not gonna get a lot of airplay with that band name, but two records from one band. I ordered at the same seller, but one record got lost in their store. They have a store as well. So that part of the order got canceled, and straight away I ordered the same record from another seller. Both of them were Dutch, and both of them arrived in the same week. So that's good. Uh, Completing a collection here. I have all the records now. Hot Chip. This is their 2006 album on Astral Works called The Warning. It's a double LP. And I love these guys. They're amazing. Hot Chip are a pop group, electronic pop group from the UK, and I think this is the album where I noticed them. The first album I didn't hear until just a couple of years ago when it was re-released on vinyl. This is not re-released on vinyl. This was pretty expensive, but I had to have it. It's now in my collection, and I'm psyched. It comes with original inner sleeves, but the sleeves are so fitted, you can't fit a record in it. So I'm glad they didn't. The record store where the Discogs guy who owns a record store where I ordered this, he didn't. He included poly-lined inner sleeves. I can't get this back inside the sleeve. Yep, it's back. So that's the record. It comes in, like I said, a poly-lined inner sleeve. Great surface. Too bad about them losing one record. Not just for me, because I could have had it in one buy, but for them, because the other one wasn't as pricey as this one, but it's still shitty if you lose a record. The other one, like I said, I ordered it at another store, and that is Hot Chip's Made in the Dark, which is my favorite. This is my favorite record by them. This comes from 2008. It's got a embossed sleeve, sort of a moon structure. It's a great album. A lot darker and hard hitting. This is the inner sleeve with some text on the back. That's the label. It's darker. It's more aggressive, more, I would say experimental, but could be wrong. Still, killer album. If you love electronic pop music, check them out. They're great. They're great. Live, they're great as well. Talking about live, the next album I picked up at a concert. I knew these guys had an album out, and it was available on vinyl. They're Dutch. Their previous two albums weren't available on vinyl, but I do have them. I have them on CD. So I went with my girlfriend, and we both enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun, and I picked up the album. This is the first final release of the B-Movie Orchestra. It's called Dr. Jekyll and Mr Hyde, and it's part of their ultimate and thrilling erotic and raunchy film music series, and it's volume 3. That's basically all you need to know. It is thrilling, erotic, and raunchy film music that they recreate and perform. There's some pictures of their show. It's wonderful. They have background imagery of B-movies. They're called the B-Movie Orchestra. They have girl singers who don't really sing lyrics. They do sort of the shooby-dooby-doo type vocals that a lot of Italian and French music from the 60s and 70s, movie music, had. They did, first two parts, they did some Ennio Morricone. There's no Morricone on here, but for those who are a little aware of B-movie music, Riz Ortolani is on here. The Angelis brothers are on here. Fabio Frizzi is on here. It's a great album. Comes with a inner sleeve which has a little story on it, both in English and in Dutch. That's the album. This is only available in Holland through a little label I didn't know existed, but apparently it does. It's called Sounds Haarlem Likes. And it's part of a record store that releases labels, probably. Talking about the city of Haarlem, which I hope you can see it there. There. That is the city where music on vinyl is located. They call it now the Vinyl City. The biggest pressing plant, I think, in Europe, maybe. Could be. But it's there, and that's where this was printed. And that's it. That's my update. Cool music. So that's 8 records, and more coming soon. So take care, and leave some comments, and like and subscribe and all those things. So take care. Bye-bye.